shit too. You I was the one ever since my hair was me and my brothers be ballin' like all three. I can never leave my brother Mario Luka. I can't tell the weather, but I can feel it in the air, rain coming soon. Oh, they talking hot, cool, and more vibe. Making shower on the block, no shampoo to the metal.
It's your boy Heck, and I'm welcoming you back to the Wat.Da.Hecpodcast, where basketball's an art and the court is like canvas. In this episode, we're going to be discussing another MVP candidate, Cade Cunningham, and his 44-point game against the New York Knicks. So to get a brief on Cade Cunningham has been the single reason that the Detroit Pistons has been in a 1 seed this year. And honestly, he deserves some attention for that. The problem is, due to the fact of the matter of the 65 game rule, because he punctured his lung, he's not going to be able to he may not qualify for it. But it's going to be interesting to break down the game because he is having a great year. I know I'm saying it again. Hey man, before y'all get started, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and with that, get straight to the action.
To give a briefing about Cade Cunningham. Cade Cunningham is a 6'7" playmaking point guard. Cade Cunningham has having a breakout year, and he is in the MVP race. Him, Luka, and Wemby, that's currently at the top 3 in the MVP race, in my opinion. Because of the job that he has done with the Pistons, he deserves more attention than he's actually getting. Especially since last year, or the year before that, they went 0-24. They was looking like they was about to win 2 games that year, and coming out and making them a playoff team and the number 1 seed, it's crazy. So what are his strengths? Size, good strength, very good at creating his own shot. We are in the modern day NBA where we are having a lot more bigger guards. Luka, Cade, LaMelo Ball, his size and his ability to score is tier 1. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't come up with this originally, but I heard it from the announcer guy, kind of like a Brandon Roy if he was given more of the playmaking duties. 2, playmaking. Cade Cunningham is averaging currently 24 and 9, I believe. This shows you his ability to see the floor. You don't get 9 assists by accident. His ability to see the floor, scan the floor, look for options, and put it in run the options, and put his teammates in the best positions to succeed is what makes him a leader in the MVP race. That, and mixing that with finding his own shot, is one of the reasons why Cade Cunningham is where they are, and the Pistons are where they are. 3, Cade Cunningham is a solid mid-range shooter. His 3-ball needs a little bit of work. He's an 80% free throw shooter, so he's a solid free throw shooter. But the big thing is, a lot of his game is going to come from playing from the mid-range, finishing, the in-between game. Not really a sharpshooter, but he can shoot it if you leave him open, within rhythm. Now, what are his weaknesses? Jump shooting. Cade Cunningham's best season was shooting 35%. This year, he's shooting 33%. He can't hit the ocean on the side of a boat. 2, athleticism. Even though Cade can dunk, he is not really that athletic. Let me put it this way. My last film study was on Luka. Luka can't jump over a pencil. Cade can dunk the basketball, but he's not really a leaper. He is closer to Luka than he is to Anthony Edwards. Let me put it that way. And 3, turnovers. The biggest problem, when you have the ball out in your hands, you're going to be prone to turning the ball over. I.e. Russell Westbrook, i.e. James Harden, i.e. Trae Young, i.e. Cade Cunningham. The problem is, because the offense is basically reliant upon him, and the Pistons does not have a secondary, a tertiary playmaker on their team, he's going to be forced to have the ball in his hands a lot, and sometimes they're going to be winning and losing because of his decision-making skills. But hey, man, y'all ready to the drill. Let's get straight to the action. So watch this forward here. He attacks. He knows his Karl-Anthony Towns is backing up. Brings the ball back. Set back shot. Okay. Boom. Roll. What he's going to do is he's going to reject the screen. He sees Miles Bridges as the lowest man underneath the rim. So he's going to push, cross, and attack Miles Bridges. Here's what happens. He gets off the ground quickly. Mikal Bridges is in between land. He wants to take a charge. He doesn't really go up the contestants. He wants to take a charge. And he gets caught in between the foul. It was Asar Thompson attacks the lane. He's another player that had a breakout, who's having a breakout year. I'm not going with him. He attacks. He gathers. He sees the defense is collapsing on him. Cade is right in the dumper spot. Cade gets the ball. Now, Karl-Anthony Towns picks up on this. So what Cade does is he's going to pump fake the ball 3 times. The first pump fake is to see if Karl-Anthony Towns how he's going to react. Is he going to jump? The second pump fake lets him know, all All right, he's staying down. After the third one, he's gonna shoot it. Delay. The bias has is in transition. Cade Cunningham is on the floor. He might have traveled here. I'm not reffing. Kicks it to the cross court. Boom! Asar attacks, clocks to the defense. He's gonna hit Malik Beasley. Ball reversal, ball reversal, ball reversal. When you collapse the defense, it sets up open shooters. Now, granted, the Knicks want Cade shooting the three, but it is what it is. One. Boom! Having a lead hand or having a gap hand is the same thing as having a time split. So Cade's going to attack this and go right. Rips through, got him beat, got him turn and run. He reads here. He knows he's beat. He sees Karl-Anthony Towns picking up. He has Jalen Duren on one side, and he has 31 on the other, who makes a good cut. Easy pass. Hey! Now, this is good defense on Cade. So OG Anunoby is turning the corner and running. What OG has to do, in order for him not to get his stuff pinned, is initiate the contact within Cade, to Cade, and create enough space for him to play. He doesn't do that. Cade is riding this, and OG doesn't think that Cade's going to meet him at the top floor, which he does. Gets his stuff swapped. So, give me that. This play right here exposes the Pistons' lack of shooting. They run this loop for Cade to get the ball and shoot it wide open mid-range. He comes off this curl, inside outside. Here's the problem. This is a wide open shot. But we are in 2026. Designing a play for a wide open mid-range on an out of bounds timeout is a bad play. Because either that shit needs to be a three or it needs to be a layup. A mid-range is not really the shot that you're looking for in these positions because we're not in the 2000s. And plus, those extra points are going to come back and bite them. I'll sit there and say this. The biggest Pistons struggle with the Pistons that they're going to have this year is a lack of shooting. Swish. Pick and roll. Now what happens is, because of this double screen action, OG and Anunoby gets confused and there's no communication. Cat and Fit gotta pick this up and they gotta switch this or whatever the case may be in, but this cannot happen. OG Anunoby is out of position and Cat is turning and running. It gives up a wide open lane to Cade. Delay. Pick and roll. Cade tags Brunson. Now Brunson is 6'2". He's a big dude, but he is not 6'6". Cade gets to his spot, gets unbalanced. Notice something, right, left, that pop sets him into a shot. There's physically nothing that Jalen Brunson could do in this position because he's only 6'2". He just rises up and shoots over. Swish. This is almost like deja vu. He crosses, and he goes to the step back. He pump fakes, got him to jump. Ball is at that point, there's nothing he can do about that. Good shot, swish. Okay, so Cade gets the ball on the perimeter. He faces up on OG Anunoby. He does a rocker jab, goes hard right. Now he has him turning and running. He gets into his spot. What he's going to do is he's going to initiate contact with OG, create a better angle for the layup. Easy right hand layup. This move is actually disgusting. First, he goes hard tween, sells a drive going left. He's going to do an in and out move, which fakes it, fakes like he's going to go back between his legs, which gets OG to back up enough to get the shot off. Good shot. Swish. Now, the first thing he's going to do is he's going to go in and out. Maybe he's going to go back right. Guy Mikal bridges the shift. Then what he's going to do is he sees Mitchell Robinson too far away from the screen, so he's going to do a snake back towards the middle. When you know what something is, you look how low he keeps that dribble. The reason why he does it, to prevent the ball from being stolen. Now, all he has to do is finish it strong, and he's going to get easy bucket. 1, 2. He breaks it. Guy Mikal bridges on him. Tween. Now he goes hard left. What he's going to do is he's going to go, give him a slight bump. Enough space for the slight step back. Good shot. Switch. Cade got the ball. Everybody is in a full sprint. Holland, I believe, beats Brunson up the court. And what Cade does is he's going to put his bounce pass in a spot where he cannot kick it. Rule trick number 1. If you're going to throw a bounce pass, make sure it's clear of the defender's foot, because a kickball is what stops the ball automatically. He throws a bounce pass. He throws it in an angle where it is away from where Josh Hart cannot make a play on it, where he cannot kick it, and it leads his man straight into a dunk. Delay. Good dunk. And 1. So what he's going to do is he does a lateral float to a hard tween. The lateral float gets Josh Hart sliding right because he has to respect the hard right drive, and he's going to go back left. Tween goes downhill, has him beat. Now he has to pick up better options. Good floater. Okay, this is good defense until it wasn't. So first thing first, Joey Sternhouse playing good defense. Got 7 seconds left. Cade hits him with a double cross. They got him turning his hips. He's on cross backed. At this point, Thornton's cooked. There's nothing he can do. He can't guard the step back or the drive. He overcommits to play the drive. Got to give up the step back three. Got to live with that. One fast break. Keep it simple. You bring the ball to the paint. You force them to commit, and you get an easy bucket. Here's my recommendation. Rule number one, I thought I'll allow you. A safe spot for most dunkers will be by or around the rim. If you're throwing a lob to like Blake Griffin, you can put it on the backboard. But if you're throwing a lob to me, my recommendation is you shouldn't be throwing a lob to me. But if you're throwing a lob to a guy who's less athletic, you want to sit there and put it into a spot. I recommend using net or the rim as a lever where to put it at.
So, Cade dropped 42 points and 12 assists. Honestly, the MVP race is with a clear. Sorry. With the season wrapping up, the MVP race is actually speeding up. And honestly, it's interesting to see because Cade Cunningham is having an outstanding year, but I generally think if he doesn't clear the 65 games, which he isn't, there were three players in my mind who should be in the race for MVP. Wemby, Luka, and Shea. Honestly, I think Wemby should get it. I think Luka should get it, but if Wemby gets it, I won't be mad. Because honestly, Wemby's jump from year 2 to year 3 is utterly ridiculous. He's on a generational track, and honestly, because of that, I genuinely think that Wemby should win MVP. Wemby or Luka. As I always said, it's going to be interesting to see how this MVP race plays out, and who knows, maybe I'm going to make a video on Shea or Wemby. But hey, man, let me know how you feel about this video in the comment section below. But with that, thank you for tuning to the Wat.Da.Hecpodcast. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Y'all know the drill. Turn down.